It's October 14th, 2020. Welcome back to Small Town Sports Central Kansas. This week, we take a look back at regional tennis as well as Week 6 Friday night football action.
Last Friday, 3-2-1A regional tennis kicked off around the state. Top four finishers advanced to the state tournament. At Smoky Valley, the Vikings qualified single players Logan Spencer, who finished fourth, and doubles partners Lena Rockholtz and Carrick Elliott, seen here, finished third, while Hillsboro's doubles team, also seen here, of Callie Bernhardt and Callie Plenert, finished fourth. Other area qualifiers were Trinity's doubles team of Haley Hughes and Ashlyn Neufeld at the Conway Springs Regional. At the Sterling Invitational Cross Country Meet at the Sterling Country Club last Thursday, 19 schools competed in the annual event. In the girls' race, Ellenwood senior Aaron Hammocky ran the 5K in 19:13. Area notables were Yamil Ramirez of Lyons in third, Emerson Funk of Hillsboro 6th, Taylor Hoskinson of Haven 10th, followed by Sterling's Bella Brownlee in 11th, Mariah Jost of Hillsboro in 13th, Sonia Zimmerman and Tegan Smith, and Tiana Nord 14th, 15th, and 17th of Berean Academy. Buhler would win the meet, followed by Pratt and Berean Academy. In the boys' race, junior Tanner Lindahl of Buhler sprinted around the 5K course in 15 minutes and 26 seconds and finished first. Berean Academy packed nicely with Andrew Harder, Drew Jansen, and Gavin Tucker taking second, third, and fourth, while teammates Eli Nord and Trey Topham finished 8th and 9th. Berean Academy would win the event with 26 points, followed by Buhler with 42 and Trinity with 104.
Playoff scenarios are beginning to take shape across the state as we head into the home stretch of the regular season. After a tough start, Peabody Burns has made some strides as they defeated the Caldwell Blue Jays by a score of 38-18. Central Christian was defeated at Norwich by a score of 44-20 in 8-man Division II. Mixed bag in 8-man Division I as Moundridge fell at home to Argonia Attica 26-6. Gossel traveled to Fairfield and cruised to a victory by a score of 56-6. Chase County traveled to Madison, and they were defeated by a score of 60-12 by last year's sub-state runner-up. Chase County at Madison in a battle of the Bulldogs. Madison would come out on top by a score of 60-12, but Chase County was able to make some nice plays, including this nice throw from Mitch Budke to Blaze Holloway for a nice long touchdown. Budke, again, right before halftime, makes the tight throw in between four defenders. Little River won a big victory over Bennington, and the top-ranked Eagles of Canton-Galva once again cruised to a big victory in Harrington by a score of 50-0. Canton-Galva, for the third time in as many weeks, scored on either the opening kickoff or the first play from scrimmage, this time through an end-around from Tyson Struber that went about 60 yards for a touchdown. Brandon Huff lined up at middle linebacker, blows up the first blocker, and then takes down for a tackle for loss. Garrett Maltby showing his speed again as he breaks another long run through the Railer defense. He is no longer a secret weapon, I don't think. And finally, Braden Collins capped the night and put the seal on the victory as the Eagles won 50-0 at halftime in Harrington. In 1A, Remington was defeated at Sedgwick by a score of 42-21 as the Sedgwick Cardinals remain the only undefeated team in the classification. And the Sacred Heart Knights earned their first win of the season over the Independent Panthers by a score of 20-12. The 6 area teams in 2A were all involved in fairly lopsided evenings. Haven defeated Lyons 64-6, Hillsboro beat Marion 28-0, and Sterling was defeated by Trinity by a score of 40-7. Class 3A saw only 2 games played on Friday night due to cancellations. Smoky Valley made a trip to Scott City to play the Beavers, were defeated by a score of 17-16. The other game in that classification was one that was always circled on my calendar, as the Harvey County rivals Halstead and Hesston faced off in Hesston. The Blue and White came out on top by a final score of 48-34 and kept their playoff hopes alive in one of the toughest districts in the state. Halstead's Lakin Farmer had a monster evening with 534 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns, including a 95-yard burst after blocking Heston's would-be go-ahead point after, with the game knotted at 34. He then added an 86-yard touchdown to seal the victory in the dying moments of the game. Go Blue. In the performance of Friday night, senior Lakin Farmer of Halstead went for 534 yards and 6 touchdowns against the Hesston Swathers in what was essentially a playoff game. We got 4 of his touchdown runs here. The first one from very far out. The second one from looks like about 25 as he goes around the far side, fights through tacklers inside the 5 and gets in. This third touchdown run here is from 95 yards after he blocked a point after attempt that would have put Hesston up by 1 in the third quarter. He goes 95 yards to put the Dragons back in front, and this was essentially a playoff game between the two teams, and here he seals the victory with another, I believe it was 86-yard touchdown run as he fights through tacklers and then outruns everybody to put the cap on the game with a final score. The Dragons come out on top and keep their playoff hopes alive, 48-34. Remember to use the hashtag SmallTownSports on Twitter so we can find your highlights and feature them on next week's show. Thank you very much. Have a nice week.